there is a lot of consternation, if you will, about the quote unquote lack of involvement with a guy like A.J. Brown in the Philadelphia Eagles offense. I don't think it's the end of the world because we have to realize something here. The Eagles have so many weapons, and their defense will seemingly always bail them out. That I don't think it matters, even if AJ Brown doesn't get the ball as much. Which, by the way, I think is going to come to an end because we saw what he did against my Vikings, make him look like fools the entire game. 4 for like $130 and 2 touchdowns, and it's like I understand that a lot of people are, specifically fantasy owners are probably a little worried about AJ Brown. I'm not. He's an absolute animal. And he has shown that time and time again he will eventually break out. And yes, the public enemy number one when teams are playing the Philadelphia Eagles is Saquon Barkley. True. However, public enemy number one on A or B, if you will, is A.J. Brown too, because they know that A.J. Brown can absolutely take over a game if and when he has to, i.e. the Vikings game earlier this year. So, the more you see the Eagles, not necessarily put up gaudy numbers, the more worried I am for later in the season because I don't know if you guys have realized this, but you can have a receiver that absolutely just does not do anything all season long, and then towards the end of the season and when he's hitting his mark, that's when things get really, really testy. And I think that's what's going to happen with A.J. Brown. You've seen it to a degree where he comes alive when you need him most and in the big games. And I think that that's going to happen here later on in the season. And can we just imagine how scary the Eagles will be when they have an A.J. Brown stepping up when they need him most and a Saquon Barkley being able to run the football day and night? Just this team is so stacked, and I get why a lot of people might, panic a little bit, but at the same time, it's not like this team hasn't had some hiccups before. And I know that a lot of people, especially some of the guys I'm in fantasy leagues with, are definitely griping about his lack of usage, but I don't think it matters. I think he's going to be just fine, especially heading into the playoffs. That's right, I said playoffs. And I think that the Eagles, they're not going to miss a beat. We've seen this team just take over games time and time again, and eventually he will get his. So stop panicking about A.J. Brown. He's going to be absolutely fine. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. We'll see you on the next video.